and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So today's video, do I have some tea for you? I literally had to grab my drink. It's coffee, not a tea bitch, but grab your tea for this one because it's piping hot. So last week, you guys know I uploaded a video on Beachbody's income disclosure statement. I will pop it up right here. If you have not seen it, definitely go check it out. But when I was researching to do that video, I really struggled to find Beachbody's most recent income disclosure statement because I couldn't find it anywhere on Google or anything like that. So shout out to the subscriber that messaged me on Instagram and actually sent me the updated version, the 2019 one. But I have a little bit of a conspiracy theory about this. Hear me out, okay? So one, you guys know that I Googled, if you watched my other video, I Googled looking for the updated Beachbody income disclosure statement. I also live chatted corporate and everything like that. And then I emailed compliance at Beachbody, like Beachbody Compliance Corporate, asking for the Beachbody income disclosure statement. Here's the email proof. I will literally pop it up here. But I asked them for it and they gave me the old one. So I asked the subscriber who sent it to me, like, oh, is this a new one? Like, did they just come out with it literally like this week? Because I've been searching for it. And she said, no, it's actually in the back office, but you really have to search for it. So I'm going to also pop that up here. In order to find the income disclosure statement, you can't even go as a coach in your back office and write like income disclosure statement. They actually have it labeled as statement of independent coach earnings, but it's kind of like hidden. I will actually pop it up here to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys all of the proof with this whole conspiracy theory that I have. And that's why I have you guys scooted over a little bit more today, because I wanted to pop all of this up on my computer. So I'm curious, why didn't Beachbody send me the updated one? So when the subscriber sent it to me and I, made sure and I fact checked it and made sure everything was good with it, I was like, well, let me compare the numbers from 2018's income disclosure statement to 2019's. I was like, because if the numbers are worse, if the numbers are worse for 2019, saying that people are making even less money than 2018, that kind of makes sense for them to send me the old one, right? Also, there is another spot you can find the income disclosure statement because a subscriber commented on my last video and she uploaded it. So I'm going to show you guys how to get to it. So you actually have to go to teambeachbody.com. You have to click on the coach tab. You really have to do some work here to find it. You have to scroll all the way down, like keep going, and then it will have statement of independent coach earnings. And when you click on that, I was like, oh, maybe they updated it because my subscriber sent me the 2019 one. I was like, well, Beachbody has to have the new updated one on their website, right? Because that would only make sense for people signing up as coaches to be able to find the new one. Why does this shit say, I'm showing you guys, why does it still say the 2018 one? So it says December 28, 2017 to December 26, 2018. So that just really makes me think that they do not want people to see the 2019's income disclosure statement. Now, I'm not saying this is what they're doing. This is a theory. This is all my opinion. This is all just what I'm picking up from what I'm seeing, because I am going to go through this with you guys and compare 2018's income disclosure statement to 2019's, and we're gonna see if there's any differences. Now, if you don't know what an income disclosure statement is, I did really go through that very in depth in my first income disclosure statement video. So definitely make sure to go and check that out because it will have a lot of information on what that is. But essentially, an income disclosure statement shows how much money was made from Beachbody coaches in a year. So we'll be able to see the low earnings, the high earnings, the average earnings based on people's ranks, how long they were in that rank, and all of that good stuff. But the other thing I don't like before we actually get into comparing the two is that they don't show you what their coaches are spending money on. So you don't know. Someone had actually asked me in my last video, how much money did I make? And I did not care to let her know in the comments. I let her know how much I made as a 1-star diamond coach because that's the rank that I was. And it's just funny because I broke even my second year as a coach, but my first year as a coach, I actually made, I think, over $1,000, a little bit over, not that much money, but I spent thousands of dollars. So I was in the negative, but these income disclosure statements don't show what the coaches are spending on products, on advertisement, on trips, and things like that. I just think it's so crazy that they don't show that and they don't let people know what their coaches are spending, because let me tell you, it's a lot of money that these coaches are spending on things like advertisements. So I'm going to pop up both of the income disclosure statements. That's why I'm in the middle of my camera. So I'm going to pop up the right one, the left one, whatever. So again, if you want a rundown on the income disclosure statement, you can go and watch my other video because I explain everything like the ranks and all of that, but I'm not going to do that in this one. I just have a conspiracy theory and I really want to put it out there. So we're going to start off with the lowest rank, right? And we're going to compare both of them. So in 2018, it says that coach rank, which is the rank that you come into Beachbody with, most of the individuals were in that rank for an average of 3.23 years. But 2019 says 3.50. So that is showing that in 2019, more coaches had problems rank advancing past even the first rank you're automatically given as a coach. Then it shows percentage of all coaches. So that's the third column. It says percentage of all coaches out of everyone. And in 2018, 74.3% of coaches were the coach rank. I can't, that's just so bad. I find that just mind-blowing. So that only leaves 25.7% more of coaches to go throughout the other ranks. So that just shows you that only 25% of coaches that get started rank advance to the next one. But now let's look at the 2019, 77.3. So not 74. More coaches are struggling. Under 25% of coaches are struggling to even make it out of the freaking first rank, and it now takes 3.50 years to get out of that rank, 3.5, whatever. So then it's the same for the low earnings, as the coach rank is 0 in 2018. It's also 0 in 2019. Who would have guessed it? Then the average earnings. I'm not going to look at the high earnings. I just don't think that's super important. I'll link all the income disclosure statements below, and they're also up here for you guys to look at while I'm saying it. I'm only going to go over the low earnings and the average earnings because that's what really shows what most coaches are making. In 2018, the average coach at coach rank made $402, and now they made $427. Wow. I'm so proud. Like a couple bucks more, $25 more. But it's also because there's more coaches now in the coach rank, because now in 2019, there's 77.3% of coaches that are in that rank for that year. So clearly there's going to be more people to do the average of the amount of money. So now we're going to go to Emerald rank. So if you look at the income disclosure statement, it's at the top, Emerald coach. So an Emerald coach is the second rank that you will hit as a Beachbody coach. So for Emerald coaches, the average amount of time an Emerald coach spends in that rank in 2018 is 3.66 years. But in 2019, it's 4.4. 4 years, not 3 point something, 4 years, people are just at that second rank. And let me tell you, these average numbers, it's not worth it to be in an Emerald rank, that rank, for 4 years. But when you go over to their average earnings for 2019, it's $3,000. Are you kidding me? $3,000 a year, you guys. This isn't a week, this isn't a month. $3,000 in a year, it's just not even worth it. So for an Emerald coach in 2018, 20% of all coaches were Emerald. And then in 2019, we have 18.3% of all coaches were an Emerald coach. And then the low earnings, they didn't even give you a low earnings in 2018, but then the low earnings in 2019 were $12. Won't even fill up my gas tank. And then the average earnings for 2018 was $2,864, and 2019 was $3,086. So there's not a big dollar difference when it comes to 2018 and 2019 for Emerald rank. Then we go to Ruby coach. In 2018, the average years that a person was a Ruby coach was 5.2 years. Wow. And then for 2019, it's even more. It's 5.58 years. And then percentage of all coaches stayed the same for both years. It's 0.8. So only 0.8 of all coaches that sign up with Beachbody, only 0.8 will make it to this rank. That's it, guys. That is it. That is just not good. But this is where the number is horrible. So Emerald coach, right, is the second. Ruby Coach is the third rank. For 2018, the low earnings were $553, but for 2019, it's $233. So the low earnings went way down. Over $300 down compared to what 2018 had said for Ruby Coaches. And then the average for Ruby Coaches in 2018 was $10,000 and in 2019 was $12,000. But what I love to look at is those low earnings, because that's most of the coaches. Let's just be honest. Most of the coaches are making the low end of things from my experience. Again, this is all based on my opinion and what I have seen. Now, the next rank is the diamond rank. So we only have 2 more to go through, you guys. But the diamond rank in 2018, it took an average of 4.17 years that person was in that rank as a diamond coach. And let me tell you guys, it is so hard to hit diamond and above. So diamond and above are those leadership ranks. They are those ranks where when you're in Beachbody, they tell you, you need to get to diamond, you need to get to star diamond. This is where your financial freedom begins. That just doesn't make any sense by these numbers. So diamond coaches consisted of 2.8% of all coaches in 2018. And in 2019, the average years someone was a diamond coach was 4.67, so that went up. And the average amount of coaches that were this rank were 2.3. So those numbers got way worse. So you have more time that you're in this rank, meaning you're struggling even harder to rank up, and there's less coaches in these higher ranks. So now the low earnings for a diamond coach in 2018 is $359, and for 2019 is $394. For this to be a rank that they say financial freedom begins and the low earnings, this is meaning that some of these coaches are only making $359 in a full year. Are you kidding me? And I'm gonna do some math after this with you guys. I know this part's a lot of math. I'm gonna do some math with you after this to show you how much money Beachbody makes you spend from business fees and from staying active monthly, so you guys can really see that these people are in the negative no matter what. Like, there's literally no way to get in the positive unless you're in that top 1% of millionaires that got in early. So again, for the diamond rank, their low earnings is $359 in 2018 and $394 in 2019. And then the average amount of money people make for diamond is in 2018 was $15,000 and $17,000 in 2019, which to me is even still crazy because I ended up a 1-star diamond coach. So I actually was a star diamond, which is what they say their top 1% of coaches is. And I literally, my second year made like $7,000. Like, not even these numbers. I was in the low earnings section, you guys. So now we're going to go up to star diamond. This is the rank to hit. The star diamond average time in that rank for 2018 is 5.45 years. That's a lot of years. That's just a lot of time and energy into something that you really don't even know if you're gonna make any money, and we'll get to that in a second. In 2019, star diamond coaches are usually in that rank for 6.6 years. So you can see, again, I'm gonna go over it again. It's getting harder for people to rank up and to get into these higher ranks because people are becoming educated, people are researching, people are coming out here on YouTube and giving videos to show the truth behind these things, and the FTC is cracking down on these companies a lot, so it's getting harder for them to show proof, like, oh, you can make money, when they can't show that they're actually making money. If they do show like their income and stuff like that, or they make income claims, you guys can actually report them to the FTC. I recommend it so that the FTC can crack down on that company even harder. So now, I want to really look at the percentage of all coaches, right? So in 2018, 1.5% of all coaches were a star diamond coach. 1.5. You have a 1.5% chance of getting to star diamond. A 1.5% chance of being in that top rank that everybody talks about. But not no more, because 2019 says 1.2. So instead of 1.5%, you guys, you have a 1.2% chance of actually making it to these top ranks. But the money is just... this is where it gets funny. This is where it's, okay, it's not funny for the people who are losing money right now and those women that are struggling, but it's just comical that to the people who know what they're doing, they know that they're lying about their income and stuff like that. That's who I'm laughing about. In 2018, the low earnings for that top 1.5%, that top percentage of people, that financial freedom portion, is 2,996. But that tanked in 2019. In 2019, your Star Diamond coaches are making low earnings $1,650. This is why I say the Emerald coach, the earnings went up a little bit. For the coach rank, the average earnings went up a little bit and the low earnings. But for the Star Diamond, the Diamond rank, the Ruby coaches, like those that are supposed to be the higher ranking coaches, are not making that much money. They're actually getting worse as the year goes, or as the years go. So that is over a $1,300 difference from 2018 to 2019. And then the average earnings for a Star Diamond in 2018 were $103,000 and now are $117,000. And then at the bottom it does say the figures stated above are not a guarantee and are not a projection of a typical coach earnings through participation in the Team Beachbody compensation plan. As an independent business, the level of success or achievement of each Team Beachbody coach is dependent upon the commitment, skill level, drive, and desire to succeed as an individual coach. Success with Team Beachbody results only from effective product and program sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, and leadership. Okay, you guys, so I have got my glasses on. I'll take them off when I'm talking to you though. When I'm looking at my screen, I will put them back on. So what I did was I calculated 3 different things on how Beachbody coaches, or what they have to spend money on each month. So there's 3 different things. Their business fee, and I will also link down all of Beachbody's FAQs with the proof on this, and I'll pop some shit up on the screen too, because I'm all about having proof and doing research in these videos. I'm not here to bullshit. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to do anything like that. I'm here to show what I see on their website and stuff like that. So they pay for their business fee, they pay to stay active, and then they also have to pay a certain amount, which is more, if they want to qualify for what they call Success Club. So Success Club is just a way they measure your success in Beachbody. That's what they say. You must help 3 or more people a month. Get started with a challenge pack, which is $160 or above, which is not worth it, trust me, or with like Shakeology or pre and post workout, essentially. That's how you get Success Club points. So it all goes by a point system. Again, I'll go through it in another video, or I'll link a video down below where someone else goes through it, because another YouTuber did go through it here on YouTube. So a business fee monthly, coaches have to spend $15.95 every single month to stay a coach. $15.95. It comes out to, at the end of the year, $191.4. $191. So let's look at this. If you are a coach or an Emerald coach, or let's just say even nearly a Ruby coach, you've barely made any money. You've made a couple bucks off of, you know, having to pay the business fee, because as we've seen, Emerald coach, their low earnings are $12, and Ruby coaches, their low earnings are $233. So just right there, if you're a coach for a year and you only made $233, you barely pocketed any money. But let's see here what else they have to spend money on. So coaches have to stay active. Now what Beachbody says about that is active status accumulates and maintains a minimum of 50 personal volume with the bonus qualification period. Now what that means is you essentially have to keep 50 PV within the month. That's essentially what that means. And then it says PV is earned when a coach or a coach's customer places a personal order. So that sounds cool and all, right? Like, wow, if my client or customer purchases something, that can replace my PV. So maybe I don't have to buy anything that month to stay active. Well, based on the income disclosure statements, we see most people don't make money monthly, okay? Most people don't have customers spending $50, because I want you guys to know that when it says 50 PV, that essentially means $50. 1 point equals $1. So for your 50 personal volume, $50, you at least have to make $50 a month in order to replace your own. But what I find so funny, I'm getting real comfortable here, is that per rank, you have a different PV. So for me, when I was a Beachbody coach, I ended up being a star diamond coach, and I had to keep 200 fucking PV a month. 200. So you either have to spend money or you have to have clients spend at least $200. So you must make $200 that month in order to stay that rank. So I kind of want to explain a little bit further. I don't want anyone to get confused. So let me know like down below how you guys feel so far. But if you're a star diamond coach and you don't sell $200 worth of product, you now have to pay to replace that amount. So then you'd have to buy $200 worth of products that you could stay an active coach. So for Emerald coaches, it's 50 PV, Ruby coaches, it's 75, Diamond is 100, Star Diamond and above is $200. So that is how much you are having to spend each month in order to stay an active coach. They do also say that you cannot earn like an income, so active status is required in order for a coach to be paid. So say you sell something that's worth $20 and you don't sell it all and you don't buy anything, you're not going to make your commission. Literally, that is what that means, that they just stole that person from you. If you had a client buy, let's say pre-workout, and it was $37, 37 PV, now you don't make anything off of it because you're not an active coach. You don't have 50 PV. So I think that is so fucking fucked up that they would just keep your money. They're just like, nope, you don't even earn the commission off of this. You don't even earn the like 25% commission off of this, which isn't even fucking worth it in the first place. Now, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets even worse. So, I feel like you guys hear the word Success Club a lot when it comes to Beachbody. Success Club is a huge thing that Beachbody does. I also just talked about it a little bit. But in order to go on trips or in order to get recognized monthly, in order to receive gifts every month, so I believe they do it on a 3-month basis. I'll try and find the photo here of the things they're giving out this year. But in order to earn Success Club, each month, I already told you, you have to help 3 people and they have to get started with a challenge pack or like Shakeology, right? Now, in order to get recognized for that, you can't just be active. No, honey, you can't just have 50 PV and your customers don't count towards this, right? So it says, Success Club is a point earning system that rewards a coach for growing their business. Coaches earn Success Club points by selling challenge packs and home direct orders, which means that someone bought something like Shakeology and now they have it on home direct where they're getting it every single month. Then it says points help coaches qualify for special incentives. There are 2 levels of points, whatever. Now with that, in order to qualify for Success Club, you must have a personal order worth 90 PV or more on home direct. In order to qualify for all of these things that all of these coaches talk about, they don't talk about the fact that you have to have a personal order of 90 PV equals $90 each fucking month. And then their examples are Shakeology or Beachbody Performance Stacks. Shakeology is like $120 and the Beachbody Performance Stack was what I would get and it was like $82 or something like that. Like I think it costed me like $82. I find that just so crazy. So I was like, let me do the math on that because so far we have $191 for your business fee, $600 a year to stay active with the 50 PV. Now you're up to qualify for Success Club, for the trips, for incentives, for literally anything good in Beachbody, you have to have the 90 PV, which adds up to $1,080 to qualify for Success Club gifts and recognition. And then that product has to be on home direct. If it's not on home direct, it doesn't count and they won't count it towards your PV. And then when you look at the income disclosure statements, guys, the low earnings show that people can't even pay for the business fee and can't even pay to qualify for Success Club or to keep their 50 PV every month for the year. So I find that crazy, and something someone told me, my girl Ashley told me to remind you guys, this is probably one of the last things I'm gonna say though, is I one time had a client return a product, right? So they return it, and then when I go into my back office, I had seen that I had less like points. So I was like, wait, why do I have less like PV points? Like that doesn't make sense. I just bought pre and post workout, right? So like I told you guys, in order to qualify for Success Club, you have to buy the pre and post workout together, or you have to buy Shakeology. And I bought pre and post workout every single month. So then when I checked the back office, I was like, wait, why? So I live chatted Beachbody, and you know what they told me? They were like, oh, well, one of your clients a couple weeks ago returned a product, So we took the PV from their product out of what you bought. And I was like, well, how the fuck does that make any sense? How? Why? Like, why would you do that? Now I have to go spend more money? They said yes. I was like, wait, so let me clarify this. I bought the performance stack pre and post workout. It costed me $82 and it was 90 PV. I spent money on that, not like essentially about $90. And a client returned something, so you took my points away, so now I don't qualify for Success Club, I don't qualify for the gifts, I don't qualify for recognition, and they were like, no. So that month, I literally had to go buy more shit. And that just makes me that's scammy. That is such a just nasty and disgusting part about Beachbody. What if you had 3 people buy something and the next month they return all 3 things, all 3 clients return it, then you're stuck. You're literally stuck with having to now buy the amount of points their products were so that you could keep up and you could still earn Success Club, because that's what coaches talk about. If you don't earn Success Club, you're not working a business. Y'all, you're not working a business anyways. This isn't a business. You're advertising for a company. You're working for Beachbody. So I feel like people underestimate their worth, and they're worth so much more than these companies are paying them for all that they're doing and all the money that they're bringing into Beachbody. You're not getting paid enough to do that. So you guys definitely like this video. If you liked it, subscribe to my channel down below. It really helps me. I have a huge goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers any day now. Like, let's do it. Let's grow this community and really keep spreading awareness. Feel free to share these videos and share it with people that you know to show them and open their eyes, because let me tell you, I didn't realize I was spending this much money. And yeah, make sure to subscribe down below and comment. I love responding to you guys. You guys have been so amazing on all of my anti-MLM videos, and I love chatting with you guys down below and seeing what your favorite things about the video was. So that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video.